Gentlemen, I've been reflecting recently on the success of single male friends of mine who have become rather successful in the Tinder dating market over the last few years, and how this success with women is much greater than they had as younger men back during the 2000s in our nightclubbing and bar hopping days. It occurred to me that there are a few factors that these men now have that they didn't have 10 years ago. Number one, money. 2, wealth, a home or investment property, shares, and or large retirement savings. 3, a high-paying and better status job, some with managerial responsibilities. 4, age and wisdom. 5, a fitter, more muscular body. In addition, much of their competition, e.g. other men, are either, number 1, divorced, 2, miserably married, 3, MGTOW, in other words, keeping their wealth to themselves, 4, have skipped the country and become sexpats in Asia, spending less of their wealth on third world prostitutes than they would have on Western women in traditional relationships here in the Western world. 5, are banging prostitutes locally and don't date anymore, spending less again on traditional relationships. 6, are overweight, obese, or have given up on themselves, or some combination thereof. And the women, my friends, are quote unquote dating on Tinder, are 1, over the age of 35 or are pushing 40 or are slightly older. 2, are single mothers and need a man for his utility value. 3, no longer have youth and beauty on their side and are thus no longer attractive to the high status, wealthy alpha males they used to easily get when they were in their early to mid-20s. 4, have way less options and way less incoming interest from men than they did during their most attractive period of fertility in their youth. Whilst I left the traditional dating market back in 2012 and when MGTOW took flight to Thailand, I found it fascinating observing my peers that stayed in the game and where they're at now compared to back then. Now, my initial research on men's issues back in 2004, I knew this stuff would come with age, but back then I couldn't convince my male friends that they would have great advantages with age. I no longer need to convince them of that. They're living proof that I was right. Speaking of being right, maybe the feminists really were right all along. Maybe it really is a man's world. For as a man, many things are just getting better and better with age. For my younger male viewers, just remember that. All the best, gentlemen. I'm the Pretender.